Hello, divine beings. Welcome to Monday, November 27th, 2023. I'm your astrologer, Sarah Ashley, here with your full moon in Gemini daily dose of AstroTarot. All right, full moon on Monday. Sorry, teachers. Oh my gosh. This full moon in Gemini is definitely having people spill the beans, and it's going to be a long time coming. I really feel like we're ready to speak our truths. We're ready to reveal what's really been on our minds this whole entire time. It's a great day for throat chakra healing, throat chakra opening. But I do feel like some people might take it too far and get too ahead of themselves. And that's because this moon is opposing, Mars in Sagittarius. So we might feel as though like we have to make this big, bold statement and, do the most. But it's like, hey, sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it's absolutely necessary that we say things that might feel like it's taking too far, because it does unleash a lot of truths. And I do feel like with this square to Saturn in Pisces, it's a lot of lessons. It's a lot of lessons that we're learning, not just about ourselves, but about other people too. It can make us have some doubt with this square to Saturn too, some doubt about our direction in life, what we need to do next, that whole what's next. But what really needs to be released is whatever is blocking our throat and our crown chakras, because the crown and throat are so connected. If you are just bombarded with these doubts and old programming, you're not going to say what you really feel. You're not going to speak your truth. So with Saris, asteroid Saris, which represents the mother squaring the Saturn in Pisces, it's telling us that we absolutely do need to get over our mother wounds and not worry about what is this person going to say about me? What is that person going to say about me? It's just all about taking a chance. And I feel like for people who are creative, this is your time to work your magic with this Mercury squaring Neptune. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. And with this square to Neptune, I feel like there's going to be a lot of indecision. There's going to be a lot of blurred lines. There's going to be a lot of gaslighting. And I think as we're trying to speak really what's in our mind, there's going to be people who are going to create a lot of backlash and confusion. 222 on the timestamp as I said that. On a personal level, I think this is our prelude here to Venus squaring Pluto, where a lot of us are, being like, wow, this person that I'm with is really irrational, or this person is trying to fuck with my mind, play mind games. And as we start to come to terms with those things, with that Venus squaring Pluto coming later in the week, we might be very much aware of we need to go and we need to revolutionize the way that we look at relationships. And maybe that's giving back to ourselves first by speaking our mind. So if you're a writer out there, I think this is a really great creative time for you to speak your truth. Somebody who's an influencer or has a social media page, definitely a time to speak your truth. Now, Hygeia is squaring Uranus and Taurus, so we also have to, and that's Hygeia and Aquarius. I think we also have to be aware that a lot of us are not feeling well right now. A lot of people I've talked to, I even had like a Thanksgiving, like an episode of just feeling completely white. And I think it's because like there's all these like sudden kind of upsets and upheavals because we're not really feeling like we're able to speak our truths. So if you're not being authentic, then you're gonna feel sick. And I think that's the root chakra thing. If you're not in your authenticity, if you don't feel comfortable where you're at, you don't feel like you can be your whole beautiful self where you're at, you're like, tensing up your muscles. And the Aquarius rules the neck too, as far as I know, for medical astrology, and the shoulders. So if you're gonna get that kind of like tension headaches, that kind of thing, if you are not speaking your truth today. So a lot going on in this full moon in Gemini, a great time to release. And it's at 4 degrees. So 4 degrees is the Cancer degree. And Cancer rules the moon. So, and I think we have a lot of moons coming in at 4 degrees. It's interesting, new and full moons in the next couple months at 4, which really shows us we need to find stability. We need to find that emotional stability within us. All right, let's get some tarot cards going. All right, let's see what this full moon is all about. Let's see what the tarot and the oracle has to say. I will say this, I do have a gift card sale still going on, and that gift card sale is 50% off the regular prices. You can see the regular prices under the services tab. You don't need a coupon code, so it's 50% off the regular prices. So you don't get another 50% off the 50% off. Some people have been confused about that. I don't charge $44 for an hour or half hour reading. That's That's 2020 prices when I first introduced myself, because you gotta give a little sample to people, but not anymore. Half hour is $99, an hour is $111 with the half off. So regular reading is $222 for an hour and $188 for a half hour. So yes, you can treat yourself or somebody else too with some gift cards. All right, let's see what's going on with today's energy, this full moon. Okay, so that, I keep on pulling that for a lot of people. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna pull some moon cards and I'll pull some tarot. Okay. Let's see, what is the overall energy of this full moon in Gemini? What does the collective need to know at this time? Okay, yeah, we're feeling very guarded. Not surprised that Nine of Wands came out. The challenge. All right, I'm going to give you the whole shebang in a minute here. And the advice. Okay, wow, okay. The main message of this full moon is the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. And the main energy is the Nine of Wands. So I feel like a lot of us have been working very hard to maintain boundaries with people, but it's been very difficult. And I think a lot of our manifestations, especially when it came to that new moon in Gemini that we had last spring, I always say like a whole lunar cycle takes 6 months. You know, they're starting to pay off, but we have to be very guarded about who we share things with at this time, because not everybody has our best intentions in mind. The challenge card is you're very close to achieving your goal with Four of Swords reversed. So that means there's work to be done. And once again, I think we need to be very particular about who we share this with, because I think there's people who don't want us to have this new beginning, you know? So it's like, I think right now, a lot of people before 2024 begins, as we head into this Mercury retrograde, right now Mercury's in its shadow, this full moon in Gemini, just complicating communication even more. You know, some people, you got to really read between the lines of what they're saying, because they don't want you to have a new beginning. They want you to stay stuck in that old cycle. And then we have, for the advice card, nothing will come out of this situation. Avoid, of course, moon with Six of Cups reversed is saying like, there is so many childhood insecurities, so many Chiron wounds that we're dealing with at this time. Gemini rules siblings. It rules your neighborhood, like the people that you grew up with. And I think that we're waiting to be judged by all these people. And to the matter of fact, like, I'm just going to be very blunt with it. Like, fuck them. Stop doing things for people to get revenge. Like, look where I am. Look, no, like, do it for yourself. Because if your whole modus operandi, your MO is, you know, saying, look at me now, bitch, like, that is a very dark, negative intention. So a lot of us have that. I think that was like the whole Facebook thing. Like, look at me. Look at me. We don't need to go to the high school reunion because I'm cool now. I have Botox. I look good. Or I have this person. And if it's like you're just playing for an audience, then really, is that who you are? No. It's like we really need to understand our own intentionality and why are we doing things. Because, you know, if you're just sharing your energy with people who have bad intentions for you, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So Saturn is here to teach us some lessons with this moon. I'm telling you that. All right, well, I gotta go because I'm running out of time here, but I hope that everybody has a fabulous full moon, and you know where to find me. The only way to book with me is SarahAshleyAstrology.com. I will see you on the next one. Have a great Monday.